Hey, so what is going on, everyone? It is me, Mr. Mario, and that's a whole lot of shit, isn't it? Yeah, let me explain a few things here. So, apartment's going to be messy for a little bit. I know for this video it's obviously going to be messy, and probably my one-up box unboxing, it's going to be messy too. That is actually because this past summer I was gone for an internship, obviously. I mentioned it a few times here. Don't really want to spam it out, though, at the same time, because I know a bunch of people hate it when you repeat yourselves, whether it be in live stuff or a tutorial, whatever it is, but sometimes you have to, sometimes you don't need to. Pretty much what happened, though, was one of my friends is homeless. I'm going to explain that, too. And he had left his stuff here. And here's the thing. I am a guy living alone in a one-bedroom apartment with a bunch of stuff. And he is also a guy who has a bunch of stuff. And when you have two people who have a bunch of stuff put all their things in one location, especially like a smaller apartment like this, it doesn't work out that well. So he had crashed here a few times, obviously from the blankets and stuff there. He was crashing at other people's places and everything, while also looking after the apartment too. So that was one thing. And I was only here a few times this summer, so last summer I didn't even visit until the end. This summer I actually came back, but each time I was back for like 1 or 2 days. So I got back in yesterday. But the reason why he's homeless, as I said, is because he is actually buying a house. So what happened was he had to move out at the end of June, and he could have found an apartment and all that for July and everything, but it was just cheaper to do it this way, where he found a few places to store his stuff, and he was kind of just crashing around and all that. And this coming Friday, he's actually going to get the keys to his house. So he's not renting it or anything. It's a house. And when I say house, it's not like an apartment. No, it's like, it is a house, like a house. So super proud of him for doing that. That's awesome of him. But yeah, he's pretty much homeless for the best reason possible, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, anyways, this is Mr. Mario, and this is a vlog that I normally do. I normally try and do a few of these every year. Actually, it's been a while since I've gotten on camera. I've normally been getting on camera for like my one-up box unboxings and all that, and I'd probably want to do it more. I just, normally it's easier to do commentary, so I just do that, or I do tutorials where I'm behind, you know, the camera and the mic and everything, where I don't need to be on screen, or I don't need to show my face or anything like that. But I like doing this as well too, because, you know, it's fun and it's more personable and everything like that. So this is kind of where I just talk about wherever and kind of, you know, a bunch of updates and everything. And here I actually want to talk about like games and all that a bit too, because I know most people here are gamers. They like video games and everything. So this is some of the stuff I picked up. First off, I actually, because as I said, I was over in a different city for the internship. They had a lot of awesome stuff there, a bunch of awesome shops you could go to and everything. Came back here at the end. I came back here for like 2 days, and then I went to visit my parents for about a week, and I actually got an Xbox One for them over there. So it's for, at first it was going to be for the family, but they said they didn't really want it in the living room, so it's for my brothers, and now my brothers and I will be able to play online together and everything. And by the way, family sharing is actually really awesome on the Xbox One. In case you don't know, you could family share with up to like 10 different people. And so pretty much what the setup is now is my account is on my Xbox One, which is back there, and I put my account on their Xbox One, and I made that Xbox One, I set it to a home system, and then I put their accounts on there, and I added their accounts to my family. So now I have a family with them. And the nice thing is now, which I was shocked at how well it works and how lenient it is. First off, if I buy Xbox Live, so I'm the only one, my brothers get it now too. So now I have to buy Xbox Live one time, once a year for my own account. Then in addition to that, any digital games that I get, they are able to download. If they're downloaded, they are able to play on their own accounts with their own achievements and everything like that. And in addition to that, this is what shocked me. As I said, I have my account on there, so they don't have to pay for Xbox Live. We can all play together. We can actually all play my digital games at the same time. The reason why I'm shocked about that is because I thought that they would have to buy them if we all wanted to play together, but no, like for example, let's take, I don't know, Need for Speed or something. If I had a digital copy of Need for Speed, I could buy it, and then I could play it on my Xbox here, and they could play it on their Xbox as well, and we could all play online at the same time with just one copy of the game. That doesn't, like, if people aren't surprised by that, the reason why I'm saying that is because Steam actually has a family sharing plan as well, which I share my account with my girlfriend on Steam. But it's not like a account sharing thing like that. First off, there's no like Steam Live or anything you have to pay, so you can, you know, play for free already. But then in addition to that, the biggest thing with that is, monitor's turned off. Biggest thing with that is you can only play one game at a time. So, for example, if I'm playing a game on my library, she can't play that game. If she starts playing one of my games, I can't play that game until she's off of it. And, you know, she and a bunch of other people had complained about it, and I said, well, that's logical, because it's supposed to be family sharing, which it's like, for example, if I have, actually I have a game here. Okay, let me pull it out. There. So, for example, if I have one copy of Smash Bros. Right here, and I want to give it to my brother so he can play it, he can play my copy of the game without paying for another copy of it. However, he can only play that, like he's the only one that can play it while he has it in his system. I cannot play it because even though we can share this copy of the game, I only bought one copy of the game, but that does not multiply the number of games that I have. We still at the end of the day have one. So that is why I was absolutely shocked that Xbox Live allows you to do that, which that is actually one really awesome feature for anybody that does that. Of course, there's going to be people that do it for friends and all that, people that aren't in the family, but, you know, it is what it is. I personally don't do that, and I'm not going to be game sharing or family sharing with anybody, so not doing that. No license transfers, nothing like that. I don't do that. But yeah, no, aside from that, I got some other stuff, so barely use this actually because I got the Xbox One, but I got a PlayStation TV. This thing's actually pretty cool, but it is literally a Vita in a box. Well, a Vita for your TV, which is cool, I guess. I really like the Vita, but it's... I started playing Metal Gear Solid on there again on my flights back. My God, it is just so nice being able to play Metal Gear Solid on the go like that. The original one, the PlayStation version. This right here, got some games as well too. I got Rare Replay, obviously. I don't need to say anything about that. But also, while I was out, picked this up. Dead Rising. Decided to pick this up again because I like Dead Rising. And I sold this game a while ago and I didn't have it. And it was only $5 at GameStop, so I went there. Where my family lives, the only game store they have is, well, they have Walmart and GameStop. That's all you can go to. So I didn't have much of an option. So I got that. And then also, I'll explain this. I saw this, and I got the hardened edition of Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, I don't like this game that much. I'll say this. I don't like this game that much, honestly. The campaign I thought was really boring. It's actually the first Call of Duty I did not finish the campaign on. Gameplay I thought was really boring, like the multiplayer and all that. And Extinction I thought was cool. I actually liked Extinction, even though it's pretty much just rebranded zombies, but I actually really liked it. Now, why did I get the hardened edition? Well, first off, the price right there, that way. As you can see, it was less than $24 for this, right? Then I looked around the back. I also looked it up on Amazon, and on Amazon, the game itself, the hardened edition, even though it was a little bit more, it would have been more expensive on Amazon after shipping and handling. Well, shipping was free. After tax, like Kansas in-state tax, and the price of the game itself would have been a little more expensive than if I just bought the game at my parents' place at that GameStop. But yeah, pretty much, it comes with the game itself. It comes with physical shit that I'm never going to use. Comes with digital shit that I'm never going to use. And it comes with the season pass of the game, which the season pass itself is all the maps and everything, and the season pass alone is like $50. So I was like, you know what? That's actually not a bad deal at all. And honestly, paying about $24 for multiple Extinction maps sounds fun to me. So if they ever do a type of successor to this, I would like to see Extinction back, just because I really liked Extinction. That was my thing. And then here was another thing. I'd actually let a bunch of people know about this. What is it? I posted about this on my Facebook page, like the Mr. Mario Facebook page, and I told some friends and all that, but I don't have the thing here. It's actually over there, but check this out. I got a new 3DS. I hate the name of it. Just like the Xbox One. I hate the name of the Xbox One. I hate the name of the new 3DS. Because I don't know when it stops being new is the problem. So I got the new 3DS XL. Why did I get this? Well, I'll explain. So this is what happened, right? I found out Kmart, this has been blowing up on the internet. This is for the US. Kmart right now is trying to phase out all their video game stuff nationwide. And that also includes 3DSs and PS4s. The PS4s they're selling for $200. The 3DSs they're selling for $100, which is half off on each system. Not a bad deal at all. Now, here's the thing with these right here. If you can find them at Kmart, you probably won't, even if there's a Kmart open in your area. And you can't buy them online because they're out of stock online. So what people have been doing is they've been price matching at Best Buy and Target and Walmart and all these other places. So I ended up, the hotel I was at, I stayed there one night because I had to travel the next day, and my flight got canceled. So I had to go back to the same hotel and stay there another night. That kind of sucked, but right across the street, there was a Best Buy. And I had the money in my pocket, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I don't have anything to do. I'm bored. I have no car. There's a Best Buy across the street, and I'm hungry. So what am I going to do? I'm going to spend money on video games and food. So what ended up happening is I walked across the street, and before I did that, I actually called them up, even though they're just right across the street, and I asked, excuse me, do you all price match Kmart? And they said yes. And I asked, if I bring in a listing on my phone and show it to you all, will you price match it? And they said yes. I was like, okay, I'm going to come to the store. So I walked over to the store, and I find a guy, and he's like, excuse me, what are you looking for? And I said, I'm looking for a new 3DS, because I didn't see any. I didn't see any PS4s, I didn't see any new 3DSs. For some reason, they had them set up at the front of the store next to the registers in a cage. I don't really know why, but they did. So what happened, he said that he'll go over, he'll grab it. So we walked from the back of the store to the front of the store, got the 3DS, went from the front of the store to the back of the store. It was too busy there to check me out, so then we went from the back to the front again, and then I was able to pay for it there. And it depends, it's a really a your mileage may vary deal, because see, this worked for me. What ended up happening was the guy saw me pull out my phone, and as soon as he saw my Kingdom Hearts background, because I have the first Kingdom Hearts game as my background on my phone, as soon as he saw the background on there, he flipped out, and we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, and 3DSs the entire time. Then when I showed him the actual listing for Kmart, he just looked at it, he's like, oh, that's a really good deal. And he price matched it, and that was it. And I walked out there with a new 3DS. So I told some friends about it. Now, I had 3 people want me to buy systems for them. One of them, I just wasn't going to get a system. Just because he actually, I think he was like half joking about it. But then even so, I didn't have enough room in my backpack. He wanted a PS4. I didn't have enough room in my backpack and luggage to get a PS4. I considered getting one, though. Another person, I had no idea who he was, but he was my friend's friend. He wanted me to get him a PS4. And I said again, I'm traveling. I don't have the room for a PS4. And then finally, my friend, I'm not going to say his name or anything, but one of my friends, he ends up messaging me. He's like, hey, Danny, I'll make you a deal, okay? If you buy me a new 3DS, I will pay you back on Friday, which I would have already said yes to. And then he said, and I will give you my GameStop discount. He works at GameStop. And I will also get you free drinks or discounted drinks at the bar I work at. And I'm just like, you know, I would have just done it for the first option because you're a good friend of mine, but holy shit, okay. And I told him, I said, no guarantees, but I have some time here tomorrow morning and I'll try it out. So I actually went back and I need to give it to him, but I got a second new 3DS. This one is completely unopened. I haven't opened this up or anything. Now, he's actually getting this for his girlfriend. He's going to give it to her as a surprise. So we had to do this low-key and everything. And her and him do not watch my channel. So there's no way this is going to get spoiled. But what ended up happening was I ended up getting this thing for him. And the second time I went in there and it took a little bit longer because what happened was there was a guy who he started slowly parsing the ad and everything. And actually, Best Buy kind of has a thing where if it's out of stock, they don't have to do it. But he didn't notice it was out of stock. And then he was saying, he's like, well, I don't know if we can price match Kmart. I didn't mention I went there yesterday, but I said, well, yesterday I called and they told me explicitly that you all price match Kmart's website. And if I brought in the listing on my phone, that it would suffice as enough evidence. And he was like, well, I don't know. Can I have a manager come up here and verify this? So a manager came in. He's like, I don't know if we can price match Kmart. Manager's just like, boop, done. There, you can price match Kmart. So I was able to get a second 3DS. Now, the reason why I say this might not work is because one of my friends had his mom try it over here. And the Best Buy, they were bitches about it. This is why I hate our Best Buy in here. Like, I'm probably going to put, like, Best Buy rant in this video or something, but I hate the Best Buy that we have. And the reason why I've made multiple complaints about them, I've made multiple videos about how much I hate them, and I've realized not all Best Buys are bad, but ours is bad. And they were bad enough to the point where pretty much my friend calls me up and he says, hey, Danny, they won't do this for my mom. Can you call them up and convince them? And I was like, I don't think I can do anything, honestly, but I'll try if you want me to. So what ended up happening was his mom didn't call me, but he calls me back about 5 minutes later, and get this. So she went in there, tried to price match a new 3DS for him, and at first they said, well, it's out of stock, so we can't do it. And then she said, well, my son's friend ended up doing it in this region. And then she even showed, you know, I sent a picture of my receipt and everything, and they're like, well, that is definitely a Best Buy receipt, and we see the transaction went out, so they are honoring it, but let's see. And get this, apparently they ended up calling up the Best Buy that I bought my systems from, and they even said, they told the manager, they said, oh yeah, we know about that deal. We've been honoring it. We've been price matching and selling systems for that amount. Then the manager, because she was talking to the manager of my Best Buy, the manager told her, well, even though other regions in the US are authorizing this deal, I'm not going to honor the deal. So it was pretty bad. And then they even pulled out the policy, like the handbook policy, like actual papers, and showed exactly where it said they don't have to do it. And it's just, I guess technically, yes, I understand it, but at the same time, it doesn't make sense. Like, corporate should just come down and say, don't honor this deal, because corporate can do that, but it doesn't make sense if some Best Buys are doing it and others aren't, especially since Best Buy is a corporate conglomerate and they're not a franchise store. If they were franchise Best Buys, I understand, but no, every Best Buy is a corporate location. Difference between corporate and franchise is corporate is underneath a big umbrella. Franchise just carries the name, but is owned independently. So, like, for example, you can franchise a McDonald's, a Burger King, like so many other fast food joints. Even some stores you can, but I don't think you can franchise GameStop. Walmart, I don't think you can, but you can't do, you know, Best Buy or anything like that. Those are all corporate locations, so... yeah, so that's pretty much all that's been going on with that. Got to pick up a lot of games. Had fun, you know, visiting the family and all that. That's always great. I'm using, by the way, now I'm finally bringing it up. Lower quality here because I'm not using my DSLR because I really don't want to set it up right now. I'm just using my webcam. So hopefully the audio here is in sync because I tried to clean up the video and everything. And really, there's a feature on this called Right Look. That's what it's called. And when you use that, it ends up just completely desyncing and destroying your video. So I'm just doing manual everything, and hopefully it will be okay this way. But yeah, no, aside from that, that's pretty much all that's been going on here, you know, in the terms of video games and all that. Aside from that, I got one more semester left, so I haven't taken a semester. I haven't had a semester with less than 15 credit hours in the past 2 years. And my final semester, so I graduate with an MIS degree this December, and my final semester I'm taking 12 credit hours of classes. To me, it's going to feel like 9 credit hours because straight up one of them is a history of jazz class. I love the teacher loves me, we get along really well. I've taken 2 other music classes that were extremely easy, so I'm just going to glide by in this class. So for me, it's 9 credit hours I'm really working for and worrying about. So that's a pretty nice feature. Then I have to move out here by the end of the year and all that. So, you know, in 2016, you're going to see a completely different backdrop here. And by the way, that monitor, that's not new. That one I need to take back to my office here. That TV is not my TV, actually. That is my friend's TV. That's like a 50-inch or 55-inch. It's one of the two. And my TV is actually over at someone else's house. And the reason why we did it like that is because my friend's TV is a pain in the ass to carry and move around, while my TV is only a 42-inch and it's much lighter and easier to transport, and you can just slide it into the back of most cars. So that's why we decided to move my TV. So this weekend, all this stuff is going to be gone. And if it's not gone, I'm going to be pissed at my friend. So yeah, pretty much all that's been happening. Anyways, what's been going on with you guys? Because I'd like to know what's going on. Lots of things as well. I'm pre-ordering, well, more games coming up. Got Uncharted Collection pre-ordered. Star Wars Battlefront, I'm going to be getting that. Black Ops 3, it looks good to me. And I'll do something special for that, actually. Which the Black Ops 3 beta is actually in effect now for PS4. So I got a key, and they gave me 2 different keys. So the other key I gave to Dope Soner, because for some reason he didn't pre-order the game yet. And I just asked, hey, do you want a beta key? And so I gave him beta key. So we're planning to play that tomorrow, which will probably be today when it comes out. And then there was one more key I had. And I couldn't really think of anybody who I was good friends with who had a PS4 who was dying to have the Black Ops 3 beta that didn't have it already. So I just gave it out on my Facebook page, and I actually said, the first person who asks politely for this will get it. And it wasn't even the first person who commented. Like, the third person that commented ended up getting it because they asked nicely for it. And I said, you were the first person to ask nicely, so you get the key. So I gave out that key. So don't have any more keys on me. But yeah, I got that downloaded and everything. I need to buy Everybody Goes Back. No, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. That's another game. It's exclusive on PS4. It's from the people that made Dear Esther. I loved me some Dear Esther, so need to get that. Fallout 4, I'm probably going to get on PC. Also, now random, but I have a ton of GameStop gift cards because my brothers don't go to GameStop because normally I'm the one who's buying games for them and everything and giving them to them. So I have a bunch of money in GameStop gift card money now. So it would have been useful for this, but I'm going to just move it to other pre-orders that I'm going to be getting, and it will help out with my friend's discount as well too. But I was able to pick up the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 5. So I'm going to do an unboxing of that. And actually, I have a Metal Gear Solid related video that's going to come out where I'm talking about, you know, my thoughts on the series and everything. I'm hoping it will be interesting. But pretty much what happened with that is I had to get it through GameStop because I wanted to get it through Amazon. Amazon didn't have it in stock. They never had it in stock. Or they did, and I wasn't available for it. Best Buy, I couldn't get it through there because I have the discount there too. So GameStop had a few hours where they had them in stock. So I ended up pre-ordering the collector's edition on PS4. I'm probably not going to get it the first day, honestly. But the thing is, I really wanted the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 5. And with so many games that I have, like right here, and other games coming out, and, you know, also Until Dawn, that's actually another game I'm really excited for. Comes out like a week before Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm good. So even if I can't play Metal Gear Solid 5 the first week, I'm okay with it. I'm actually going to explain that in the video that's coming up. But yeah, anyways, how are you all doing? Hope you all are doing all right. As you can see, my life is pretty cluttered right here. So I need to clean up a little bit. Pretty much also the reason why I really haven't like unpacked, like there's been a lot of stuff I've unpacked, but pretty much my friend has so much stuff here that I can't properly unpack my things until he packs up his things. So there's kind of that mutual thing going on there. And there's actually a video I have that's going to have him in there too. So lots of videos still upcoming. Lots of videos I have ideas for. Lots of videos that I need to render out or upload or anything like that. So anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. Let me know what y'all think of this. If y'all want more vlogs, let me know. Thank you for sticking around till the end.